Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, in about an hour from now, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, I will be on King Delight Show, the Saturday Sit Down with King Delight. And I invite you guys all to come over there. Tonight we're going to be talking about mental illness and the impact that it plays on the community. And we employ anybody that wants to come on and tell their story or talk about, mental illness with us and some of the things that can be done and the problems that is occurring, not only for the people that have the mental illness, but those that are around them that are trying to keep up and be supportive, having people take their medication and things like that. I implore you guys all to come over there. Everybody's welcome. Get a chance to get on this show. He has StreamYard. You can pop up, see yourself on the video. But that'll be at 7:30 Eastern time tonight. So look forward to meeting everybody there. Hope some of my guys come over and show support for King Delight like he does on my channel. So I appreciate it. But guys, I want to talk about this story. And my man Wayne King out there in Cali. Shout out Wayne King. You know what I'm saying? And Gab, Light Too Bright. Shout out Light Too Bright, Gab, out there in Cali. They sent me this story, and I wanted to do this. Man, it's a story of domestic abuse, but it has a twist to it. You know, it seems like all of this was caused because of something, one of the kids did. It was just an argument over something that a child in the household did, and it caused a whole big blow up where this woman right here, her name is Desiree Lusso. She was a mother of three. She lost her life at the hands of her husband, Pablo Padilla. Now, the son was 15 years old, stepson of Mr. Padilla. Well, Mr. Padilla. And I know he feels bad, but I mean, this whole thing is his fault. Here's their story. Check it out.
Good evening, New Mexico. Tonight, a family is facing an all too familiar heartbreak in our state after a domestic dispute turned deadly.
Yeah, the victim was a mother, and her husband is now behind bars, accused of killing her in front of their 3 children.
Today, we learned that wife and mother was 36-year-old Desiree Lusso. Her husband and the suspect is 35-year-old Pablo Padilla. Police say the shooting happened yesterday in Rio Rancho in the family's vehicle.
Police say that Padilla brought Lusso to UNM's Sandoval Regional Medical Center just moments after the shooting, prompting a lockdown in parts of the ER that lasted for much of the night.
Griffin Rushton was at the hospital last night and joins us now to break down everything else we've learned about this tragedy since then. Griffin.
Yeah, Tessa, Rio Rancho police revealed the shooting happened during a fight between Lusso and Padilla, and that fight centered around an incident involving Lusso's 15-year-old son who was in the vehicle with them. Investigators say Lusso's son illegally drove one of the family's cars from Ribera, New Mexico to Rio Rancho last week, where he was caught by police. Documents show the family was driving back to Rio Rancho yesterday to retrieve that vehicle when Padilla got into an argument with Lusso's son about what happened. That argument reportedly turned violent, and investigators say Lusso started hitting Padilla to defend her son. That's when police say Padilla pulled over, grabbed an AR-15 stored next to the driver's seat, and shot Lusso in the back of the head. Court documents show Padilla and the teen boy wrestled over that gun, and another shot was fired before Padilla drove them to the Sandoval Regional Medical Center, which was only 5 miles down the road. Police say paramedics rushed Lusso to UNM Hospital in downtown Albuquerque, but she died. Aside from the 15-year-old, police say the couple's 3-year-old and 1-year-old were also in the back seat the entire time.
This isn't the first case we've had where parents or kids have had to witness the killing of their parent. And it's devastating. It's devastating for the kids. They'll never be the same.
District Attorney Barbara Romo, whose district covers Rio Rancho, says it could be several weeks until police finish their investigation, but she assured me they will be pushing to keep Padilla locked up before his trial.
We will certainly be fighting hard and arguing hard that he should stay in jail. I think the evidence is that we have is it's pretty clear that he's a danger. And if nothing else, just to make those kids feel safe.
Padilla is facing an open count of murder and reckless driving charges. He's also facing drug charges after police say they found a bag of meth on him. Court records show Padilla was already facing drug charges after police reportedly found him driving with meth last summer, and he was scheduled to go on trial for those charges this June. Padilla was also charged with child abuse back in 2021 after he reportedly abducted the couple's now 3-year-old during a fight. But that case out of Rio Rancho was dismissed because the officer didn't show up to court. Now, it appears CYFD was notified after the 2021 incident and yesterday's shooting. However, DA Romo suggests there needs to be even more guardrails in place to protect kids from this violence.
Unfortunately, by the time the professionals like myself and the others who deal with crimes against children, by the time we come involved, it's really too late in some cases to undo the damage. You know, I mean, these children will get services certainly, but there has to be a solution somewhere in the home.
Padilla is expected to make his first court appearance for the shooting tomorrow morning. A judge will decide whether to keep him behind bars at a later hearing.
Guys, that's the story, and may this lady Desiree Lusso rest in peace. Now, the way the story was put out here, when I first seen it, I was like, you know, man, that's crazy that he went and did all of that. But the more I went and looked into it, right, just thinking about this whole situation and taking emotion out of the whole thing, man, this is one of the reasons why a lot of dudes stay away from women, me in particular, no offense to anybody, that has teenage boys as children in the house. It never works out. I went through this before multiple times with chicks that had teenage kids, and for some reason, there's always a disconnect between them and the new man that comes in the house. Now, granted, this dude is a douchebag. He is. You got meth, you got a 15-month-old baby and a 3-year-old baby that you got by this girl. Now, granted, the first son ain't yours. She was still worth your investment, and you running around here with an AR-15 in the damn car and methamphetamine on you. Got caught last year. That's where this mugshot is from. That's the older mugshot. When he cut course the first time, he's still got to go to court for it. You still doing the same damn stuff. So this boy, you giving off the wrong energy and the wrong type of message, because I'm sure this boy knew you was doing some unsavory stuff. Said they was arguing, had a history of abuse, going back and forth with each other, toxic relationship, recipe for disaster. This boy took the car knowing he wasn't supposed to do it at 15 years old, got caught driving in the car. They got to go a week later to go get the car. Of course, that's going to cause an argument. Now, him and the boy going back and forth, the boy probably got slick in the mouth. He pulled the car over, probably had enough because, you know what I'm saying? Young men, older men, they bump heads sometimes, especially when it comes down to authority or laying down law in the house. But then again, way this went down, the stuff, you know, kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. So I think, honestly, a lot of this is from his own doing. But the boy should have known better not to steal the car. Think about it. Y'all get into a fight. You know your mom going to protect you. She jump up, start fighting the man. Man feel like he an outsider, what have you. I don't know how she wound up getting shot, but he went and got the gun. Why would you go get the gun against a 15-year-old kid, let alone your own wife? People be frustrated and don't know how to resolve issues within themselves or just slow down. It's like nobody wants to give any ground when it's an argument and they wasn't even the enemy. This is something stupid. That's my thing. If you were a husband and you had to back away from it, just back away from it. I'd have been like, yo, I can't win here. So I'm going to back out of it because, I mean, it's going to come to that sooner or later. But, I mean, this kid knew he was wrong, man. He knew he was wrong. And the guy was definitely wrong. Damn, you shot your wife in the back of the head with a war weapon. Are you serious? And you know that was a grisly scene. He raced into the hospital and she just shot her in the back of the head with a high caliber rifle round. Man, that was hell. And then like the lady said, you see, it's hard for the kids to recover. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for the children to recover. That's a gruesome scene. A lot of panic, a lot of hysteria. What you think that 3-year-old went through? Still need his mom. What about the 15-month-old, guys? You that angry, it's like you don't think ahead of your own current thought. Yeah, I'm gonna get mad. I'll show her. You could have showed her better by just leaving and never coming back. Maybe they would have all been better off. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Remember, if you could, just come over. We're going to have a good show tonight on King Delight's channel at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All are welcome. See you then.